Welcome back. Let's turn to our other big focus tonight. It's turning out to be a dark era for civil aviation. The crash of the German Wings jet has just witnessed another massive twist. A day after a prosecutor in France suggested that the co-pilot could have deliberately crashed the plane, a medical note has been found which suggests that the pilot was suffering possibly from depression. The big question then, was it really a suicide mission or simply pilot error? First, Simi Pasha takes us through the possible theories now behind the crash of the German Wings jet.
With investigations intensifying in the German Wings jet crash that claimed 150 lives and the needle of suspicion pointing at co-pilot Andreas Lubit, there are 5 major theories that are being considered by agencies. First, that it was a suicide mission. There was no distress call, but nothing indicated that the co-pilot was depressed. Second, a medical emergency. Is it possible that the co-pilot passed out in the cockpit? But then what explains the steady breathing which is clearly audible in the cockpit voice recorder? The third theory that is being investigated, that is being probed by investigators and which they haven't ruled out till now, is a terror angle, though lack of any direct evidence makes it unlikely for now. Pilot error is the fourth theory, though the fact that there was no attempt to recover the aircraft suggests otherwise. And finally, the possibility of rapid decompression from material failure, but then passenger screams are only heard towards the final moments of the dive. These are the 5 theories that are being explored by security agencies as they look and investigate this air crash.
The 5 theories that are doing the rounds. The big question, of course, suicide or pilot error. Joining me now, Tim van Beveren, civil aviation expert, joins me from Germany, and that is where much of the attention is at the moment. Also joining me, Captain UC Gupta, former pilot with Air India and president of the HFSA. Appreciate both of you joining us. Before I come to you, Captain Gupta, here in India, I want to come to you, Tim van Beveren, there in Germany. Personal details now seem to be emerging. The theory that Andreas, the co-pilot, was under depression. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Is it true that he was under depression?
Yeah. Most probably it was the chance of the depression only.
Okay. Well, I think we have to be very careful.
Yes.
Because this is just a suspicion of a prosecutor. And we have to have in mind that flight accident investigation is a very delicate issue. Which is handled here in France by 2 authorities. One is the Civil Accident Investigation Branch, the Bureau Enquête des Accidents, which together with the experts from Germany and Spain are investigating the causes of the crash. But as a special rule in France, the prosecutor is sitting at the same table, and this is only in France the case, and he thought that maybe here are some criminal facts involved, but I believe that he's jumping to conclusions because so far there is not enough evidence to support that theory.
Let me hold you on to the thought that he's jumping to conclusions. Captain Gupta, traditionally in India or anywhere in the world, are pilots routinely checked for suffering from mental depression? Are you checked every 6 months, every 1 year? Do you go through a thorough checkup? Should this pilot therefore have gone through this checkup? And therefore it's unlikely that this would have missed the authorities that he was suffering from some form of depression, if indeed he was?
We are supposed to be checked up every 6 months by medical authority, at the Air Force Medical Board most probably. And we are thoroughly checked up by the medical board.
Every 6 months?
So chances of medical problem, so far this domestic problem is concerned, that may be the individual case and it can be treated separately, or maybe there's some criminal record may be checked up of his past record of the
what I'm trying to understand from you, because a lot of people are worried now that today our pilots, is this checkup done on a regular basis even in this country? Because if what is true in Germany, if this comes out that he had a medical condition which he was hidden from the authorities, can that happen in India? Do you believe that there is that fear after what happened to the German Wings crash?
India medical is quite strict, and in India medical is supposed to be done by the very Air Force authorities, so it cannot be anything wrong on that checkup.
So you believe that there is a foolproof system in place. What is your theory? What theory do you believe? What really happened to this plane? Your sense as an experienced pilot, was it more likely to be pilot error? The fact is that apparently the main pilot was locked out of the door. The co-pilot was breathing till the very end. What do you believe happened? Or is it too difficult to come up with a conclusive theory?
At the moment, it's too difficult to know on this theory. Of course, the captain has gone out and he was alone in the cockpit.
Right.
Maybe some depression in his, because of a depression, he might have done such a mistake.
But you, as you are saying, it is difficult to conclude. It is difficult to come to a final conclusion as to what happened at this stage. So I think we should leave it at that. We should leave it to the investigators to decide. But as I said, the latest theory which is now doing the rounds in Germany is that the pilot was suffering from a medical condition and perhaps hadn't revealed that to the authorities. Captain Gupta, appreciate your joining us tonight.